Welcome to our live trading session here. Today, things have been a bit crazy. These altcoins have been running. Rune has done really well for us. We've actually been long Rune. We've closed our position in a nice area, and I might have opened a sneaky little second one there. Currently, I'm short Link. I suspect I'm going to get rinsed. This market is looking very bullish, so I'm going to show you my Link setup and my thinking behind it shortly. I do have an area higher up that I am interested in. I'm also long BAN currently, which is quite a strange one, but I've been keeping my eyes on BAN for a while. If we look at 𝗵𝗵𝗍𝗶𝗍 here, you can see ApeCoin is 5% up, but it's starting to hit a resistance area, and our indicator wizard, Simon, is starting to whisper in my ear about some Lux Algo things that maybe we're going to get a short setup here on Ape. Rollbit 10% up. We can't really chart this one too much, but we'll take a look at Rollbit today. I see Stacks is performing, and I did notice Lido had a big pump, which could have been on the back of some ETH strength. So we're gonna look at this Lido chart as well. Then coming up, we've got a Lena long and an ARB short, I think potentially from David. We've got a comp trade from Simon. We've got a TRB. So guys, there's a lot to deal with today. Let's take a quick look at BTC and just try and get a grip as to what's going on here. Yesterday, you saw this massive pump and dump, basically, where they sent us on a full round trip. And those of us that held onto some positions too long, we paid the price. We got taken out. We got stopped out on some of those. Those that took profit at key resistance areas, well done to you, because you did really well on those. Fortunately, we did get that short on BTC on the 50-day MA and horizontal. So that covered some of the stops that we had on two of those positions that got stopped yesterday. This short drove us all the way back down, and then BTC started once again. So key areas for me on BTC, this 50-day MA is going to come into play once again. It's a big area for us. And then we've got this horizontal here. So during the session, we're going to watch these two areas of resistance, and then support. Right now, I want to see this 26400 area hold. Bigger picture again, BTC, we've still got to get out of this trend to get super excited. Right now, we moderately excited on these altcoins. We've got to deal, as you know, this 50-day MA. We've got this trend. So what we'd really like to see is a break out of that trend, maybe a little squeeze up to there, then a rejection. Then we'll look for some buys, and then we can maybe send BTC. So that's my bullish plan there on BTC. If we get a rejection, we deal with it. We deal with what we get. Let's pull up some of the guys here. Simon is here today. What's happening? What's happening? We got Bruce here as well.
Hola.
And Dave, you're going to be hidden there. You're going to be hidden behind the comments there. So I'm gonna pull some of you guys off so we can see all the faces. Okay, let's get cracking on some of these altcoins, guys. I'm just going to remove one or two of you here. Okay, guys, so let's deal with this Rune situation. Yesterday, we had that rejection at resistance. That was a hell of a rejection, and it bled us out. I got stopped out on this Rune position, and then this morning grabbed it on a push through this 382. This little retest here was interesting to me, and I grabbed this little Rune thing. This is my current BitGet situation. These are the trades I'm in right now on BitGet. This is Rune now, my second bite at Rune. You can see that's nice and green. Band is another one I'm going to show you. I've got this Link short running. You can see I've set a very tight stop loss there. Solana is flat. I might add to it if it breaks trend. I'm going to show you guys that shortly. And 𝗂𝗏, it was an interesting one we got from the comments yesterday. Someone asked us to look at 𝗂𝗏 and was at a nice level. So this is my current BitGet situation. Guys, remember the BitGet competition is around the corner. Sheldon and I have joined forces. The link is in description, so get stuck into BitGet. Join me and Sheldon's team. We want to win this thing. It's running for the month. Run and Annie are talking a very big game. If you are on the news call today, which is on 𝗵𝗵𝗍𝗶𝗍, you would have heard them talking a big game about this trading competition. So we need to deal with them, and we need to deal with them decisively. So join our team, and let's get stuck into this. ETH, guys, this is another one that I'm long on ETH. It's not on my BitGet, unfortunately, but ETH was a little buy for me this morning. It was on this 382. We had this little pullback, and now it seems to be moving very nicely. Let's look at ETH bigger picture. So as you can see, you've got lots of time. There is no urgency here. If you're panicking, don't FOMO into green candles if you haven't hit your areas yet. There will be an opportunity for pullbacks, pumps, that sort of thing will get you an entry. The last thing you want to do now is start FOMOing into big, thick green candles. So let's be patient. We've only just got this break now from ETH. I see a lot of resistance here. I see the 50-day MA. I see the 200-week MA. So quite easy to expect a little rejection here down to this region, and then we can send it again. So don't panic. We haven't missed out. If this market stays bullish, there will be another opportunity. Yes, front. This one was a great one, guys. We've missed the opportunity now. So this is not an entry now, unfortunately. Front, we need to be a little bit more patient. This was a classic 786 trend play. We had a little bit of help from 𝗏𝗏 there as well. That gave us a little hint that we might get a reversal. If you look at the 1 hour here on this 𝗏𝗏, let me pull this 𝗏𝗏 here. We had a sign that it was going to reverse. We started getting X's. Simon, maybe you can just comment on this one. You looked at this one with us this morning.
Definitely. Yeah.
So we got an X. We got another X into my area. And then, we let it go. So when you're ready, just let us know what your thoughts were there on 𝗏𝗏 and how that played out.
On front, yeah? What are you on, the 1 hour?
We're on front 1 hour.
1 hour, no worries. I've got it open now. Give me 1 minute to analyze it.
Okay, guys, let's move on. This is banned. It won't stop dripping. It's been a sneaky one. I've been watching this for a while, and I mentioned it a couple of times, I think, on Sheldon's show, that it was one we were keen on. Look at this massive trend that we've got here from November 22. This thing is absolutely blown up now, heading to resistance. Let's take a look here. This is a rejection area. You can see the zone is a clear, heavy resistance zone. If we do break through it, it should be a nice support area for us. So let's keep our eyes on this. You can see big support, big resistance. So what we want to see now, guys, we're not going to long the top of this thing. We want to let it pop up. We want to let it get support. Then we can find our entries. Maybe we'll get a trend. Maybe we'll get a little flag. We'll play it accordingly. Okay, so now is not the time to panic. Okay, let's take a look at Link. My thinking behind the Link short, guys, we've got a Link event coming early October, I believe, and Link has been front running a bit of the market. You can see it's been very green. And we highlighted a couple of these rejection zones that were of interest. You can see it was dancing around the 618 here for a while. Then it pumped into the 786. Nice rejection here so far. So I've taken this opportunity to short it. I'm using some of the profits that I've made today. It's a very low risk setup for me. Let's look at the short. The risk here was just above these wicks. The risk is 1.67% from entry. Let's just check what my entry was. My entry is 7.79 on Link, and my risk was 1%. So that's the game I'm playing there. I'm looking for a move down to the 618. If things really fall over, I'm looking to move down to this 382 over here at 7.07. So that's the plan for Link. If it pops up again, we get stopped out, it rides up to the top, and we're looking for shorts in this region again. And you can see why I like this. Looks like a big area there for us. So there's an alarm, guys. If you're on the Banter Discord, you will get your alarm for Link. So it will ping you. If it does ride higher, it's going to ping you at around 8.4, and it's going to just tell you, take a look at this area. You'll see our little write-up in the charts. You'll see my thinking behind it when we get there. So yeah, that's your opportunity on Link. Then we've got Lido, which was really good today. Might have responded quite nicely to this ETH situation, guys. Look at this. We had this beautiful break up into the 50-day MA, and then we came back for this retest, and no surprises here where we bounced. Horizontal and 618. Is anybody shocked? I'm not. Look at this thing here. Horizontal 618, guys. You know this is what we do here. We look at these high impact zones. We look for these moves. We know we get reactions in certain areas, and we go for them. So yeah, Lido right now, no entry now. Your best entry was on that pullback. What you want to see now is maybe a zoom in. You want to look for a flag, and you're going to have to plan this one carefully now. Look for a flag to form here on Lido, and let's see if we get some kind of move out of that later on. Okay, 𝗏𝗏, this was an interesting one too. I see, Simon, so many of these trades have just ripped now already.
We've been in a few of them, haven't we, today together?
Yeah, it's just been difficult to get new entries for you guys. So 𝗏𝗏, what we're going to do here is we're going to pull this trend, and we're going to keep our eyes on this now. So 𝗏𝗏, guys, was a simple horizontal bounce. We just played that horizontal move there. Guys, remember, we play these areas until they break. So if we see solid support, we play the support. If we see a solid rejection zone, we play the rejection zone. At some point it breaks, but we play them until they break. So 𝗏𝗏 was a nice little bounce. For this to continue, guys, you know what needs to happen here. We need the break up. We want to see support, and then we want to see that move higher. 𝗏𝗏, Guys, I'm ripping through all these charts here. I know that you got a lot there. Let us know in the chats also which ones you want to see. We've got a lot for you guys today. 𝗂𝘵, this was another great move, guys, off this 382 yesterday. Remember when we were feeling depressed, it was coming down. Those are your buy areas. This 382 on 𝗂𝘵, look how it's ripped. So now how do we play 𝗂𝘵? What is the plan? Well, what we need to do is wait for a pullback now. We need to find support and we need to let this thing settle. You can't buy a green candle, especially on leverage. You're going to get absolutely rinsed. Support areas to watch now. Here's a horizontal we can keep our eyes on. And then we've got the 382 lower down over here, and we've got the 618. So we want to see what type of reaction we get in these areas. Right now is not a time to be long. Resistance area, well, we've broken through the first one. Let's look at our next resistance zone. 618 a little bit higher. And we saw Rune react really nicely on the 618 for a bit there. So we should get a reaction on this one. So target right now for 𝗂𝘵 is about 64.5, give or take. And no longs right now. You need to just let this thing settle a bit, unless you're taking big risks. Daniel says he's short WLD. Nice. We looked at WLD yesterday. It was on a nice support. I didn't take it, but I see it did move nicely. Leon's talking about shorting Rune. Leon, Rune's just past the 618. There might be a short there on the 786. We can look at that for you, certainly. Comp, Simon's got a comp trade for you guys. It's coming. Crypto King says band will dump. Well, hopefully I'll TP before it dumps, guys. Okay, TRB. Bruce is going to do TRB for you. Oh, look at this ape, Simon. Okay, let's deal with this ape coin. It's banging into resistance. 𝗏𝑥_𝗪𝑔𝑜 is telling us possible short brewing. Do you want to show us what's going on there?
I can hit you with about 7 charts all at once. Let's go.
He does with one. He does with one. He does with one.
Let's do 8. Do you want to do 8 first?
Okay, I'm pulling up your ape chart. Give me your ape chart.
Hold on. Let me know when I'm on screen.
Okay, so guys, as far as I can see, this is the first sort of resistance zone. If we break through this, we want to see this resistance become support. Let's see what. Wow, 𝗏𝑥_𝗪𝑔𝑜.
That's serious.
The cloud.
Yeah, exactly. So just
what's going on?
All right, cool. So essentially, we're on the 1 hour, guys. Just to remind people, this area here, this sort of black space between the two clouds, is what we consider like a normal kind of range. Okay, normal price action. When you start breaking up through the clouds, you're essentially pushing into these reversal zones, which is what the clouds are. Okay, this is the top reversal zone, this is the bottom. What generally happens is we have a trade running which was a previous long, okay, or a spot buy, depending on how you play it. You got your confirmation here that the trend is now green, which is awesome. You've got some lovely green thick candles. All right, when you have areas of indecision, it's purple. When you're coming down, they're red. I mean, this is pure solid green. This is literally, if you had got your signal here and you were in here, you would have made some serious gains. And now what we're looking for is after this the maximum move was 7%. We're currently on a 6% move. What we're looking for now, guys, is this long to essentially give us a couple of, let's find some examples for you, to some of these coins where they're not so good with the liquidity. They don't always give you the same results. But what I expect to see is an X here for a take profit. But actually, quite strangely, there was an update on 𝗏𝑥_𝗪𝑔𝑜 last night, and they seem to have disappeared. Let me just check one other time scale. Hold on. Oh, there you go. So they do exist. So what
they're in the cloud reversal pattern.
Yeah, exactly. So what we're looking at essentially for Altcoin is RSI is now sitting up at 93, which is obviously very, very high. We're still in the long, but what we're looking for now is a sign of a reversal. And the reversal will be pushing back down at this cloud for this to kind of go red, and obviously for this RSI to start to make a bit of a come down. And we've also got this cash flow, which is the green band here behind. What we expect to see is to come back inside of its maximum line and start to flow down again. So those 3 or 4 confirmation points will essentially set us up with a nice short. So I'm not sure when it's coming, Dill.
Okay, so you don't have an area or a region. You're waiting for the signal.
We're in the area. I mean, if you come to the 15 minute, for example.
You're in the Banter Discord, you're going to get pinged. Simon will set an alarm. He's going to put this chart in the Banter Discord for you. So you'll be able to find it under indicator setups and alerts under sniper trades. Okay, guys, and there should be an alarm there for you. And then when that triggers, Simon's going to ping you guys. Guys, if you like 𝗏𝗏𝗪 and you like what's going on here, there's a link in description. The first 30 days are free. So sign up. You can see what we do with this stuff. We use it as confluence for a lot of our trades. They also got those order blocks that we use a hell of a lot. So if you like this 𝗏𝗏𝗪 stuff, the link is in the description.
I've got you 4 things.
Alpha.
Huh? Okay. What's that? Oh, yeah. Here, Dylan, just real quick. On the 15 minute, it's already getting ready. We're topping out here. We've already had one TP. The second one will probably appear in the circle. I mean, look, it's making another push right now. Somewhere in the circle, we're going to get our next X.
Okay, guys, we might get an entry during this session. So, Simon, keep watching that in the meantime. Let's get Bruce up here. Bruce and David are here. Sorry, guys, you must be getting a little bit lonely in the back there. Bruce, what's happening? Simon, I'm ejecting you.
I was just drinking coffee. What's your problem?
Coffee and making money, I'm sure. Bruce, show us what you're on. I know you're doing something with TRB there.
Well, I'm actually looking at it, and I'm glad Simon is Simon still here? Can we bring him
Simon
back up?
is here. Shall I bring him up?
Because
okay. There's Simon.
What do you need?
What do you need? So I'm watching here because TRB basically had a nice pump. We did really well with that one. It's retraced all the way back to a trend line and to solid support. So the best entry would have been, of course, right here at the junction of the trend line and horizontal support. But what I'm looking for is it's pumped up a little bit, coming back down, and it teamed the 618 right there. But it does look like it might come back and revisit the trend line, which would make for a better entrance. But Sai, I want you to look at it because I was looking at it right when we came up. I was looking at that, right? And hold on, it's kind of right in the middle. But it just got an X right there, and it's got I'm on the 15 minute.
Yeah, I'll see what I'm going to do. You're on the 15 minute, right? Just give me 10 seconds. I'm just loading it up on my screen because it's kind of a bit hard to see from my screen through StreamYard.
I've got a pretty strong intuition that TRB, once it settles down, consolidates, gets over here, it's going to go create another high, which should be a hell of a pump. I just want to be set up for it.
I've just loaded it on real quick right now. TRB, hold on a sec. TRB, here we go. You have the Binance chart, right?
Yeah. By the way, guys, this is what we do, right? For those of you that are trading, if you can get trading groups, you're able to call each other up and go, "Hey, Sai, what do you think of this?" Using I'm not an expert in 𝗏𝗏𝗪. I use it to get reference and confirmation and stuff. But when I think there's some information that could be really useful in terms of setting up a trade, I'll call Sai up and go, "Hey, Sai, what do you think?" And if I see something like a swing value pattern, I'll call David up. This is what a trading group does with each other, and you guys should be trying to work with that too.
Use each other. So really quickly, Bruce, on the on the 15. Should we carry? We just go. Yeah. Okay. So. Right, so on the Bruce, just really quickly on the 15, you haven't actually got the same indicator up as I've got the 𝗏𝗏𝗪 matrix up, which is like the RSI that I'm using, but it's literally showing that the matrix. I'm just going back to my screen real quick. So the 15 minute and the 1 hour are both showing the RSI sitting at 48. I mean, it's really central. It's pretty flat. It's not giving a clear indication. The candles are all purple as well, so there's no clear direction. So my opinion here is you can go long or you can go short.
Well, I do that.
Hold up.
Okay, guys, let's move on to the next one. Okay, BNB possible short. We've got a lot of requests here from the crowd as well. Dave's also got a couple of setups to us. Dave, what do you have going on here? Dave, what's happening?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. What do you got there for us?
Let me go ahead and share here for you guys.
Okay, and we're still going to bring you guys comp and things like that. Okay, cool. What we're looking at here, Dave?
Yeah, so somebody had requested Arbitrum multiple times these past sessions, and I think it's pretty clear with this potential setup. So I actually just took a short on ARB. I would set their stop like above this trend line, maybe lower leverage and your stop above these higher wicks here if you want to, or you can set a tight stop. You know, if it breaks the trend and it's not a fake out, you can do a super tight stop here. But you can see that we are sitting in this order block on the 1 hour, which is another reason why I took the short.
Okay, so what is your area there? Can you zoom in a little bit for us there, Dave? Okay, we seem to have lost Dave as well here, guys. Okay, I'm going to add my screen here. I'm currently watching Sol here, looking at a potential break of trend. You can see I'm in a small Sol position right now on this BitGet platform. It was a starter position waiting for a type of explosion if we got one. If we do dip lower, my exit's going to be under this 19.09. The bullish move here for Sol is the break. We want to see this breakout now, and we want to see this area hold here, guys. So eyes on Sol. This is the 4 hour Sol. Could be something happening here. Again, eyes on BTC as well. But this could be a good thing for Sol. We want to see it push up, and we want to see some support develop here. Dave, when you are back in town, let us know. Bruce, you've got a
he's frozen on the screen backstage. So I don't know what that is.
Bruce, what have you got? What have you got on Sol here?
Sol, actually, very much like what you have. It actually just literally pushed a candle above my trend line. That's that candle you got right there, that last candle.
So are you in Sol yet, or are you waiting?
I am in Sol, but I want to add to it because we've been talking about adding a longer term position to it. So it's breaking right above the trend line and the support. Yeah, I get the support just like you do there. So if it comes back, I'd like it to come back and retest support right there, horizontal support, and then I'll definitely add on to it.
Okay, guys. So we are possibly jumping into Sol here some more. So we'll keep you notified during this. Bruce, there seems to be an issue with your mic. If you can just give it a tweak there. Some of the guys in the comments are saying there's some crackling mic issues there.
I'm gonna restart my computer because Discord screwed my sound card up.
No problem.
I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
Right back.
Get Simon back up here. Quite a few tech issues today. It's all happening, guys. Okay, so Sol looks decent so far. You want to talk to us about comp?
Yeah, sure. I'm just looking at Sol as well. I haven't got anything for you on Solana right now, but comp is looking tasty.
Okay, so let's pull your screen up here.
All right, cool. Look at that, man.
Yeah, these altcoins, guys. These altcoins are ripping.
They are ripping. Right, let's just check that I've got things set up. I have. Cool. Where's my EMA? There we go. Okay, cool. So, on the 1 hour for comp, we are currently at the absolute top point of this long. I mean, we've had a TP already. We're expecting to take profit there. And the reason for that is this is absolutely maxing out now at 95. Your cash flow is really positive. So what I'm expecting to happen is it just to make a little bit of a flatten out and then start coming down again. So I guess we're going to get an entry somewhere around this point here. And I would have thought we're going to be making our way at least back down to, that seems like let's start with there, sort of around the $42, I reckon. But we're going to wait for this take profit. I don't think it's quite finished yet. I've got no indications yet that we are in a short now, but everything is telling me that this is going to come to an end. We're going to get another one of these. We're going to get our alert here, and then we can go short. So you could, in theory, front run it because we are sitting at 96%. So
right now, guys, it's banging into a 618. Okay, so it's banging into an area of interest for us. There's not much else there with regards to candles. Let me show you my screen here. we've got the 618 area that is very interesting here for comp. Then the next area, guys, is up here. It's this 53.5.
Yeah.
So it looks like, yeah, there's not much stopping it other than a couple of fibs here right now. So we need to just be careful. Not saying the 618 doesn't have the power, but let's look at the 786 as well. We just want to see some tie-in. We want to see tie-in with horizontals as well. And if we can get that tie-in with the 𝗪𝗪 stuff, then I think we're cooking.
You're on Sol though, right? Now? You're not on comp, you're on Sol, right? I'm seeing Sol.
This is comp.
Oh, that was weird. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So here's comp, guys. 618, big area here. We've got the 200-day MA 44.8. Another area of support if we do get a pullback. Okay, so this is how we can play this potential short here of the 618. Simon, you're going to ping us. You're going to let us know when that short triggers.
There is one other thing to look at on the 15-minute. We just had a signal saying it's time to maybe go short. I don't know if you want to bring me back. I'll just show you what I'm looking at.
Take a look.
Okay, so I just highlighted this. So this is the 15-minute chart, right? I'll just move this out of the way now. So look, we just had on here, there's 1 and there's 2. And I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Let me bring this up real big so it looks weird. We are actually already making our way back down. So it is the 15-minute. There is bearish present, which is always, for me, a good indicator. And that hasn't played out on the chart. So if you look at where we are in line with below, the price is moving up and the RSI is pointing down. And we've just had nothing but up since then. So probably this and this, I think, is probably going to start playing out right about now. It might just give you the pullback you were talking about just now, Dylan.
Okay, dare I ladder into a short here?
Whatever I say is going to be wrong, so let's go with maybe.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Looking at this, this is telling me short. There's 2 things in there. This is telling me short, and the fact that we have had this, and we've had 2 take profits, and we're really making a bit of a.
Okay, so we are front running a 𝗪𝗪 short print.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enter a small comp short here. Let's see what happens, guys. The risk is 2%.
I'm going to join you.
I'm 18% today. Doesn't mean it can't pump another 100%.
Dylan, you might want to take note of the fact that Bitcoin is pumping right now. Just broke the 50 MA and is a big old honking green candle.
Oh, really?
So is Ethereum.
Take a look. Pull it up. Let's pull it up.
Do you want to, yeah, that's a nice one.
Okay, guys, BTC straight into resistance again. This is our key area we were talking about at the beginning. So now eyes on this area. If we get that BTC rejection now, guys, that comp short is on, that ape short is on. So this is a massive area now for BTC. Let's get into this comp short. I'm going to take a small comp short here. Okay,
doing exactly the same.
Small short position. I'm going to add a stop loss above these wicks here. Let's call it 48.7.
We've got a problem on the stream. It says no source detected. Is that just because you've
I'm going to switch over cameras here. Let me switch over cameras.
All right.
There we go. How's that?
There he is.
We switched cameras. A couple of tech issues today. Okay, here we are.
Come on, let's watch this short go. I'm in as well.
We're going to market sell the short. Hold on. The
With
first one.
hey?
Hold on. I'm still getting used to this BitGet platform. Okay.
Guys, this is not financial advice. Just remember that. We're not your advisors, okay?
So, look, this is a 𝗪𝗪. 𝗪𝗪 gives us some good stuff. So, okay, so the SL is going to be, let's call it 48.87. What's our TP? 200-day MA.
Hang on a second.
200-day MA 44. Call it 44. Okay, let's see how we go. Okay, we're testing 𝗪𝗪 here.
Yeah.
On. All right. Okay, there we go.
Are you above the wick? Are you above that wick?
48.87.
All right,
so let's see how it plays.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
So guys, we're looking at BTC at resistance here. We're looking at some of these alts at resistance. If BTC rejects, some of these alts should reject with it. If BTC blows through, well, you know what's going to happen. This market's going to go absolutely mad. So yeah, let's keep watching. I'd say these longs are still printing. Let's have a look at Ape. Ape's still looking good here.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at, let's see, Band. Band is still pushing into resistance. So you guys see how these alts tie in with BTC. BTC at resistance, a lot of these alts into resistance. BCH, we had a request for BCH earlier. This is the 12-hour. So we were dealing with this one the other day, and we were looking for the support buy, and you can see we got it. This is the 12-hour. Here was our support on that pullback, and then we're away. So guys, remember, we always talk about these break of resistance, find support, and then we let it go. And we saw that on WLD as well. So BCH has run off now. You need to give this one time. Now is not a time to be long, and I can't see too much resistance here right now, so just be patient. AVAX, guys, AVAX is at TP, but it looks like it wants to burn right through this. Geez, we're going to get rinsed on these shorts. Look at this BTC, still looking good.
Yeah.
Okay, so AVAX is hitting the 618 currently. This is our original TP area that we set up when we took this trade. Oh no, this market's looking aggressive. I love this.
Yeah.
This is very good. Okay, let's take a look at ETH, guys. ETH update. ETH is ripping.
Yep.
Oh, we gotta love this. We've gotta love this, guys. Okay,
Nice.
ETH is pulling into our 200-week MA and 50-day MA. This is a big area for us. Let's see what happens here. Okay, this is the area where we're looking for a rejection around, say, 1660 region. That would be a nice rejection area. And yeah, Mystic Hodler says everyone is short, means it's going to blow up. Can you imagine how many people are shorting BTC right now? See, we've got our render alarm going. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 was talking about Fetch earlier. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 said Fetch left the building earlier. These guys, this is looking exciting. Wow.
Yeah, sorry about earlier, my computer
Alarms
froze.
are going crazy.
Hey,
welcome
back.
back.
Okay. So guys,
Nice.
Render, just an update on Render. For those of you who like Render, we didn't get our entry at the 618 lower down, which is what we were looking for. It's now banging into resistance.
Yeah.
So, I mean, guys, mega squeeze coming here. What do you think? Look at this.
Nice.
So we see BTC at resistance. We see a lot of these altcoins, AVAX, Render, all these alts, they're pushing into resistance now. This is a very exciting time for us. Look at this carver banging into resistance. It's a moment of truth here for us. Look at this.
What are we going to get the comp?
Explosion.
We get wrecked or not?
Well, we've got, this is why we have stops, guys. So, you know,
exactly.
we've done very well today. We've had a few excellent longs, and the party can't always go up. It can't be up only. So we try and play percentage zones, and I mean, that was why I entered Link. I see I'm about to get stopped here on Link as well. But then Link will get a short opportunity at 8.4. So the way we're going to play Link, if it breaks through, okay, we're not going to panic. Let it break through. We're going to look for support here at 7.85. We want to see that support hold. We can ride it up if we want to take that long. 8.4, and then this 8.45 region, we're going to look for shorts again on Link. So let's see how we go. I wouldn't be surprised a little fake out here, Dave. Hopefully your eyes are locked in on this the 15-minute on BTC.
Yeah, it's definitely past the Keltner channel. You could also see the 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is going down. Keep in mind too, dominance is going up right now. Definitely some market movement here. So I took a long on Lena too. That was the other setup. So wasn't sure if we were going up or down. So I put that ARB short, but also Lena took a Lena long there at the support.
When did you take it, now or earlier?
Earlier, yeah, I was going to explain it. Yeah.
So guys, this is what we're looking for on the 𝗏𝗏𝗏. We're looking for it to come back to this region, this 105.7. You can see it's a big horizontal area. That should give some relief to the markets in general. Let's take a look at the S&P while we're at it.
I've got some moves coming on Bitcoin Cash as well.
Okay, so S&P. Let's take a look at what we're doing today. S&P is green today. Not a lot, but it is a little bit green. It's nearly in our bounce area. So some more downside potentially for us here on the S&P, 4,200, 4,180. Looks like a decent area for us to get a bounce there. But yeah, 𝗵𝘂𝘁 coming down, that's not bad. Green US market, that's nice. Frank wants to know about render. Frank, render's just hit resistance. Just like a lot of these alts. Now we're waiting, guys. We're waiting for BTC. It must blow up now. It must reject. We're going to see shortly. Reef just left off, apparently. Someone's asking about a loom short. Okay, let's deal with this WLD from yesterday. Sometimes, look, guys, we can't take all these trades we get, but we saw a potential entry here yesterday, and I passed on it because it was looking a little bit bearish with this double top here. And I definitely paid the price. How this thing bounced from that zone that we were talking about yesterday. 13% move so far in WLD. So what you want to look for in WLD now is support to form in this type of area here. Okay, so we wanted to see it settle down here, hold this trend, and maybe this trend's going to continue, you know, and you can just keep riding this trend. At some point, we're going to find a rejection or a reaction zone where we can short this thing, and then it's going to lose that trend, and we can take it lower. So let's just keep our eyes on this trend. This is a massive 12-hour trend here for WLD. Slow grind up. Best entry, wait for a pullback, 1.82. Jeez, we got a whole list from Diane. Diane giving us a whole list of tokens. Okay, guys, what else do you have for us here? Do you have anything on this list here from Diane?
No. HNT, wasn't that Helix? I remember that. That was
Helium.
It's helium.
Oh,
Helium.
that was from the last. That was from the last.
Helium is
bull
now
run.
IoT, and it's now on the Solana chain.
𝗵𝗂𝗁𝗀, eh? 𝗵𝗂𝗁𝗀 says BCH shorts getting wrecked.
Yeah.
I can show you something on Bitcoin.
𝗵𝗂𝗁𝗀,
You want to have a look?
Right now.
Yeah, your target is 258. I would say, guys, that's the most reasonable area there. You can see this 258 as a potential target. Simon, let's see your chart there on BCH.
All right, cool. All right, I'm on, yeah, cool, lovely. Right, so what I was going to show you guys before the show, obviously before we had this kind of bullish pump, although it has been going for a few hours, was I was going to say that we are massively approaching 100% here, and there's going to be a second X and some downplay. But now that we've seen things are ripping, I've zoomed down or come down to the 1 hour. We've got a whole long way to go here. What was your target, Dill?
258.
Did you say? So, I mean, look, we have got all of that. So we've got the capacity to go to 258 now. So I'm not saying along it because we're in a green, but look at it. Like, look, guys, we're in a green.
Guys, remember, if you're jumping on longs now, you are taking big risks. There's no reason it's not going to pump more, but you're just increasing your risk profile here if you're jumping onto longs. So just be aware, you know, if you're jumping onto shorts, when you see candles like this in crypto, you don't really want to step in the way. Let's see how we're doing on comp there.
Yeah, I've not got. Oh, I'm having a problem with my mouse. I've not got any indicators for divergence, but I mean, you can just see it. It's there. So yeah, we've got the ability to go right up right now. We've got plenty of space to play with here. So I guess we'll push through here. This reversal cloud will come up, and we'll find that point somewhere around this region, and that's where the short's going to be.
Grim is long. Grim is very long.
Nice.
Okay, so when you see these things fire off, are you going to let us know?
Yeah. 258. What I'm going to do is I'll try and, after the show, make a few things for the Discord today because I haven't done it for a couple of days. So I'll leave these open. I'll get them up for you.
Okay, right. So we're going to get these charts in the Discord, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, trade update. My rune is still flying. This band is still flying. Sol's looking good. Yeah, Carver's looking good. Link, I'm down. I'm in the red. I'm probably near a stop on Link. That's the Link short.
Yeah,
okay, Eugene wants to know if Theta is ready. Eugene, let's take a look at Theta. What is that in the background?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so guys, Theta yesterday, this was a 618 play, wasn't it? Look at how perfect it was. We had that big pullback yesterday, BTC. Where did it land? 618, horizontal, ping, and there it goes, off to the races. So now targets for Theta, 0.68. Looks like a reasonable target for Theta. Would I long it now? No. this move has now taken off. Let's maybe pull a trend. Let's see what we can get to. Okay, guys, and this is also very cool. Look how it's reacted off this 50-day MA, which we've seen over the last couple of weeks, guys. This 50-day MA has played a massive role as support for us on these altcoins. So yeah, the entry has just gone, I'd say, off this break. Best entry was yesterday, 618, when we were feeling the pain, when nobody wanted to be in a position. You know those entries, guys. We're dropping into these areas when you're really feeling like you don't want to be in crypto. Those are often your best entries. And we did it again. It pinged on the 618. Look at this move on Theta. Pushed up. We're now on our secondary entry, which is now ripped off trend, off 50-day MA, and it's away. The target looks like about a 6% move. But this entry is, if you're jumping in now, look, it's a 1.7% risk from here, guys. If you want to stop under this wick below the 50-day MA, if you want to stop below the 618, it's a 3.2% risk. So you just need to understand your risks of jumping in these tokens. And remember now, BTC is sitting at resistance. Okay, so we need to see BTC pop up there, or at least consolidate nicely in this area. We don't want to see a rejection on BTC, because then we're going to get hurt. Okay, so this is a potential theta play here.
Got another hour. Look, Lord Drake.
Lord Drake wants another hour. That's going to be long. More science doing its thing. Matt, 100% right. There's just science everywhere, isn't it? Guys, I know I go on about these fibs, but they really do deliver. And especially when they're in confluence with other things and they're tying in, you know, we just get the right amount of action off these fibs. I mean, look at 𝗂𝘵 here, how it's grabbed support now on the 382. It's still pushing to the 618 target. Somebody wants to see Mystic wants to see 40k BTC today. That's going to be an interesting one. Wow. Okay, let's look at Injective, guys. If you've got any charts there you want to pull up, please let us know. Bruce, Simon, Dave.
Yep.
Okay, so Injective, typical play. Oh, look at this thing. Oh, 618. There it is, guys. 618 tied in with the 200-day MA on Injective. What happens? Comes down. 200-day MA, horizontal, 618, ping, off it goes. So that was a great entry there on Injective at this 7 region, 7.02. It is now too late, in my opinion, especially if you're trading leverage, to jump in here. 𝗪𝗓, Bruce, I know you're a fan of 𝗪𝗓. We've got.
I am.
𝗪𝗓.
I got 𝗪𝗓. I get stacks too.
Okay, give us some 𝗪𝗓 there, please, Bruce.
Okay, hold on.
Adding your chart.
Let me start the stacks is real quick. Someone's asking on stacks. Basically, pumped off of support. It's right halfway in the range that it's been in for a while, and it's about to bump right against the 50-day MA, which we keep talking about is an important area. We're going to see reaction. So I would, if you're not in the trade right now, I would just hold off and see what it does next compared to the 50-day MA and the range. If it, hang on one second, if it makes it to the top of the range, I definitely start looking at a short. If it comes back down towards the floor over there, you can start to look at along. But right now is no man's land. 𝗪𝗓 is on a higher time frame. The one I'm setting up, I've already got a small position open on it. This is one I'm building, like we're building the Sol one. I took a small entry down in this area. Came up, it's pumping. It's still just basically consolidating. I'm looking next for it to break the trend line in the 50-day MA. Notice how they're the same thing right there. And on the retest to that, we'll enter the rest of my position. I'll probably actually add a little bit when it breaks in, but the retest is where I'll put the bulk of the position in. Probably 25% now, 25% there, and then the balance over there. And the reason I like it is, like Solana, it's a heavily beaten up token. It's way depressed, and even a small move on it. Come back. Even a small move on 𝗪𝗓 will be, just up to that recent high is 50%. So it's really got a strong risk-reward ratio. So that's our read for now.
Thanks, Bruce. I see questions about time to short Rune. We're going to look at the Rune chart, guys. I'm going to close my band long because it's been sitting at this resistance now a little bit too long for me. So you can see here, I've done quite nicely on this band trade. I don't want to give up these profits. It's now sitting at resistance with BTC at resistance. So if I miss out on another pump, then so be it. I'd rather see band than just pop up, get support, and then I can always trade band again. So I'm going to close this band trade now. On BitGet.
I've just jumped in one as well. I've just jumped in a comp short. I've just jumped in comp short. Yeah.
You went comp short again?
Yeah. Well, I've added to my position.
Okay.
I've added to my position. Yeah. Double or nothing.
Okay. So, guys, we are out of band currently. So if it does pop up, I'll look for support again, and then we can ride that higher up. Okay, let's take a look at Injective. Well, we do have Lingham. We did do Injective for you guys. Let us know in the chat if you missed it, because you can rewind like a couple of minutes. Beth says yes, TP. Guys, you see, this is a lesson you need to teach yourself, and I still struggle with it because I like to hold on positions sometimes a little bit too long. So yesterday we had those nice moves, and we got those rejections, and I closed only a couple of the positions. The rest I did the full round trip. So look, it's about having discipline, obviously. And you know, this was a nice little move for me, and I'm going to just bank these profits. We can use that later. Maybe tomorrow there's another setup. What a risk it for the biscuit, says Matt. A real gardener wants to know if they must get out of Rune. Let's look at Rune. So this is my impression on Rune. You know, we've broken through the 618. Let's see where we are on the 786. Let's get the 786 up here. Okay, so it's rejecting at a 786, guys, not the worst place. So if BTC is going to reject, guys, this is a Rune rejection zone. So this is your first rejection area. The next target is going to be around 2. You can see this this bigger picture here on Rune. Over here, you can see this area of interest. Anything up to about 2 is the next target. So the 786, guys, if you feel you've made enough profits today on Rune, this is your exit area. BTC is rejecting currently. Doesn't mean it's going to go down. It hasn't been a hard rejection yet. Let's see how it plays out. But Rune is at a potential TP area. I hope that answers your question. Christian says he never takes profit. He gets greedy when it seems to go to the moon. Yes, that's a general feeling. We all struggle with that. It's like when we see these green candles, we never know when we want to stop. So it's very important that you play it carefully. You look where BTC is rejecting. You look where these alts are rejecting. You make your decisions based on that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know, it's going to be funny is that where the market trends don't last very long right now. So we've been in the habit of letting things run and taking profits down the line, you know, scaling in and scaling out. But the market wants us to basically grab profits when we can. So we're going to get in that habit. And then the bull market's going to come and we're going to start taking profits early. We're going to watch them run.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Going to pay attention. I have Gala. They're asking Gala if you want.
Yes, I just want to do this Atom. We've got Atom, guys. The alarm went off on Discord earlier for Atom, which you probably got pinged on. There's a little trend here that I was watching on Atom. So this is a major resistance area for Atom once again. So guys, another altcoin tying into resistance where BTC is right now. So here's BTC at resistance. Okay, big resistance area for BTC. Here's Atom at resistance. If BTC blows, I would expect Atom and Co to pop through. Then we got to look for supports.
Yeah.
If BTC rejects here, well, guys, then you have got the best entries ever for your shorts. So this is the tricky question you need to be asking yourselves now. How are you going to deal with this one?
It's a tough one.
Greenberg says Link is 786 fib short. Correct. This is why we are looking at the short here on Link at the moment. I did take a Link short earlier. My stop, for those who missed it, is about 7.9, give or take, to exit Link if it does start moving. Beth says Rune is still running. Okay, Bruce, can you do Gala for us?
Yeah. Sure, I got it. It's it's just sad. Who else to describe it? Gala broke its all-time low.
Can you zoom in a little bit there as well when you can, Bruce?
Yeah, let me go. The big picture. Big picture is, Gala has had all kinds of trouble. The founders are fighting each other and suing each other. It had its heyday and it's been consolidating forever. But ever since all that FUD came out about it, it's just been going down and down. And what I'm noticing is that every time we think like we got a level, it breaks the level, comes to another level, we think it's going to consolidate here and break up, instead it breaks down to another level, and then it just did it again, right? I mean, not big moves, but it's just down. And so I think until we get some really positive news, there's no way to long it, unless you're, long-term knows something about the company itself that it's going to do well. Right now, I would err on the side of shorts. But even those are small, right? It's just basically, defibrillating there. So
yeah, it's a big resistance zone again, right?
Yeah, but it keeps breaking through, right? It comes up to resistance, and drops back down. Just stays in these tiny ranges, and then historically, for the last month or so, it just breaks down to another tiny little range over there. I don't see how to trade it, so hands off for me.
Okay, Bruce's hands are off Gala. We know that could have an epic squeeze at some point when people wake up a little.
Yeah, if it wakes up, that could be, and they get good news on the lawsuit or whatever, this thing could turn into a dime, because it was the darling of the gaming industry for a while.
Carl is asking about ARB. I think we did ARB earlier. There was a short setup from Dave. So you can just go back. We should have timestamps here, guys. Christian says, Loom just vomited. We need to look at Loom. We need to see, maybe we can catch a bounce here on Loom.
Let's have a look. Is that LOOM, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow. 15-minute candles. 15-minute candles done the entire range of normal price action on 𝗏𝑥 in
a classic round trip.
Yeah. But it's getting ready to go again to the upside because everything's resetting again. So it might well just have a bounce
on a 618 right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, it's bouncing on 618 and horizontal right now.
It's right.
Do you know what's really funny? On 𝗏𝑥, it showed the bearish divergence over an hour before the dip came. If you'd have followed 𝗏𝑥, you would have caught that entire dip an hour, 2 hours before it happened. The power of 𝗏𝑥, yeah?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But you can't watch everything.
618 and horizontal.
Yeah.
Yep. Right there. Bingo. As they say, boom shakalaka.
I've never even heard of Loom before, but you can't watch everything.
I have no idea what it is, but if it bounces off the
it's following science, so you can't argue.
Okay, guys, the 618 horizontal just coming into play once again.
Kind of how big are the moves? I'm curious. Come on.
Alex says Sol is going. Let's take a look at Sol. Maybe it's time to add here.
That candle's a 26-point move, by the way. That's not trivial.
Sol is absolutely ripped.
Yeah.
So what we want to see now in Sol, guys, is we want to see it consolidate, or just send it to the moon. I mean, that's also, I'm not against that. But if you've missed the entry now that we've been talking about, let's see. Look, first stop is going to be 20. That's a big area to watch. What we want to see here on Sol, though, is we do want to see it consolidate. You can see there'll be a trend forming up here. We just want to see it hold this trend coming up. And we can just trade that trend there. So keep your eyes on Sol now. Now that we have that break, that is a good sign for us. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see we're back in some kind of range from previously.
We've been in a downward channel since the 14th of July. It's the same two lines I've had drawn for months. We're approaching the top line now.
Bottom of that channel. So you can see we've got back into this mini range over here, guys. So this is our next mission. We want to get to this area. You can see the 50-day MAs coming through, the 200 days coming through. We want to see what happens up there. And that's another battle up there. So if the market stays relatively bullish, we should see sold in at 20.3 at some point, as long as BTC behaves. Lingham keeps asking for injective. Lingham, we did injective earlier. You missed your entry. The entry was on the 200-day and the 618. That chart was on the Banter Discord as well. So you should have got it there. If you're not on the Banter Discord, guys, a lot of these charts are on the Banter Discord with a lot of these areas. So you can check them, reference them each day, see where the charts are with what you guys are doing. And then that's how you're going to catch these moves. Bristol wants to know which Lux Algo indicator that was. So this is a paid Lux Algo indicator that we're using. You can see the link is in description. The first 30 days are free, I believe. So just take it there, take a look at the description, get a look at it, see if it works for you. We use it for a lot of our confluence on our positions. You can see Simon's excellent at this stuff. And he's become a bit of a wizard, as you can tell. And he's been doing some good things there in the Discord with Nakamoto Games as well for all the spot traders. Abdul says gold is crashing.
Something has just pricked my eyes in the chats there. Camillo, 100% I'm following that coin. This coin here on screen right now, I'm following that really, really closely.
Guys,
if you watch the
gold.
Let's have a look at gold. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Is it gold?
Yeah. Look at this rejection.
Wow.
Okay. This Dixie must be coming down.
Yeah.
Not bad. Okay. Gold is at support now. Let's see what happens. For those of you that want to trade gold, you can see this is an interesting level. We've got horizontal stuff here for gold. This is the daily, so these are big areas. These are not small areas. Let's see the type of reaction we get here. I want to see the RSI. Okay, RSI is completely bottomed out here. Wow. Okay, so this might be a sign that a reversal could be around the corner. I think we could see a gold reversal pretty soon. This is RSI 25. The last time it was this low was July, and we had a big reversal after that. Look there, it consolidated at the bottom for a while, and then it just ripped up completely. Look at this area here. That's what we're looking at. So let's see, maybe we get a little consolidation here, and then we get that reversal on gold. Hopefully it will tie in on one of these massive areas. So you can see we do have this bigger area down here. This is the 200-week MA for gold, 1,800, tying in beautifully with this horizontal. Look at this. So if we do get that, guys, I'm going to be long gold there for sure. There might be something brewing here in this at this current region, so definitely keep your eyes on this one.
I have a Tomo set up brewing if you guys are whenever ready.
Oh yes, we need. Okay, guys, who's ready for some Tomo? Let us know in the chats if you're ready for Tomo.
Oh yeah.
Those of you that are new here, Bruce is like made his name trading Tomo. He's an absolute beast. And he trades Tomo. He basically runs Tomo on the charts there.
Well, they call me up and ask me what to do. So,
okay, give us this Tomo setting.
Sure. So Tomo, at the beginning of our session, by the way, Tomo was right in the middle of this channel, but over the last couple candles, this is 15-minute, by the way. Tomo pumped back up. It tickled just below the range right over there, so I have an alert set right above that wick. I'm going to short it right when it tickles into this box. So at the number is 1.3039 is where I'll start an entry right over there, and stop loss will be just on the other side of that box there, because historically it's pinged up a little bit into it, but it is yet to go out of it. So that's at 13156, and that's only a 1.06% stop. So it's not that bad. So I'll put this up on Discord ASAP.
Okay. Yeah, that's coming. That looks like it's going to happen today. I mean, I see Link is flipping again.
Yeah.
I'm about to get stopped on Link here. I see BTC is pushing. Jeez, what a day, guys. You know what? There's never a dull moment on these sessions.
Yeah, funny how yesterday was everything kind of tanked right in the middle of the show, and today everything's setting up beautifully.
It's been brutal out there, guys. I mean, yesterday we were doing so well, and then they just reversed everything, full round trip there on us. Okay, let's see what else we got. Crude oil. Yeah, Tom wants to see crude oil. Let's take a look at some oil, guys. We haven't looked at that in a while. I think we were looking at our short setup at one point. Let me pull up my chart here. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Still seems to be in our resistance band here. Let's take a look at the RSI. Let's see if we got what we wanted. We wanted to see some bearish divergence on the RSI. And would you look at that? Okay. This is exactly what we were looking for, guys. Okay. Lower highs on the oscillator, higher highs on the price. Often a sign that things are going to reverse. So I quite like this now. I quite like this this short here. I need to fire up my Prime XBT account again. Yeah, guys, I would say based on what I'm looking at here, the short is on, and it's quite a low risk short. I'll show you why. Your stop is pretty tight. What's that? About a 2.5. Not that tight. Looks like a 10% move potentially on the cards here for oil down to this horizontal support. So your first stop is going to be trend. Okay, your first stop is going to be that trend. Then you're going to deal with this horizontal over here. And then you've got the 200-day, and the big dog is the 200-week. Remember how well it holds that 200-week MA. Might not visit it for a while, but it definitely responds to it. 200-day as well. Nice one. Okay, so look out for that. But yeah, oil's looking a bit shorty. They're running out of steam here on the RSI. And bearish divergence. Gun says he loves these streams. Well, we love doing this, man. This is what we love doing. We're trading anyway. We're doing this stuff with all the people we know, and now we can share it with you. So even better. Comp is coming down nicely according to Spicy Sauce. I was looking at comp just now. I was sweating a little bit. I thought I was going to get chopped there. No, it's okay. We're okay. So I haven't been stopped on Link or comp yet. On these shorts, I have closed band, and I've closed Rune so far today. This is my second Rune long of the day. And then I am long ETH, and I'm long front on another exchange. This is this front that we got earlier. We used 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗀 to help us. Simon actually found some 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗀 hints that it was going to reverse. And we bought the 786 and the horizontal. Nicholas says Link is dropping now. Let's take a look at Link update. Yeah, it's still hanging around, guys. It's not a slam dunk short yet for me. Let's see how we go. A lot's going to depend on BTC, guys. BTC update, still rejecting at resistance. Okay, resistance. I think it's almost time for 100x BTC short here. Dave, what do you think?
I'll do it with you.
Will you watch those Keltners? Let me know. Let me know if you think it's on. I'm not joking. Okay, I see ETH is coming down a little bit. Okay, so eyes on Link, still looking all right. Might have a little double top. If we zoom into Link, you could see a potential double top brewing here. The bulls are going to say, well, this thing's just setting up for a squeeze. Look here, setting up for a squeeze higher. So guys, both ways are still good. We could see anything happen here on Link. I wouldn't bet against either move here right now, but my feel was a short on a 786, and based on how I like to do things, it seemed like a good area for me to look at a Link short. So that's why I've done it. The risk on this Link short is 1.4%. If I miss it, we can trade it higher and I'm going to look for shorts at 8.4. We had another guy in the comments talking, I think he had a target for Link. I think he said 9.6 or something. So all things are possible. All things are possible. And Spicy Sauce says comp is pumping again. Oh God, this is fun. This is very fun. Let's take a look. Am I gonna get stopped on comp? Yeah, I'm about to get stopped on comp here. Look at this. It's gone very red here. Probably another squeeze. Okay, let's see how we go. Okay, guys, what else do we want to do? Unfire. Bruce does unfire a lot. Dave, what have you got for us?
Well, my screen froze. I didn't get a chance to show what I was looking at for Lena.
Yeah, let's do it. You're gonna have to pull up your screen again there.
Yeah.
Alex wants to know about a GMX short. I was looking at GMX earlier, Alex. It's on the 1 day and 2 day chart. It's pumping into a resistance zone. I don't think it's ready yet. Let's have a look. We'll deal with it once Dave is done. Yeah, GMX is nearly in the short zone. We can talk about it when Dave is finished then.
Yeah. Can you guys see it? Or...
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. So very simple, guys. I drew the fib from the bottom to the top here, which gave us this little sniper zone. And it's essentially the 618. And you can kind of just see that it's kind of like a magnet around it. And so with this Bitcoin breakout, I'm not sure if we are at resistance or if we're going to keep going higher. Maybe that has something to do with the Gary Gensler situation and the 𝗕𝗂𝗅 going down. But you can see this trend line that I've drawn here from September 11th. It looks like, from what I'm seeing, it came down and it reclaimed. And, I wouldn't be surprised if it does one of these numbers with the way Bitcoin is reacting right now. So I would say your stops could be below the wick here. I don't think it's too late to enter because we still are at the 618 region. But if we lose this trend and Bitcoin rejects here pretty hard, then yeah, this trade will be invalidated. But for now, I feel like it's going to be a decent long situation.
So are we good to go here? Do you like this entry now?
I like it. We're right at the 618. From the bottom here to the very top, Fibonacci. We are literally at the 618.
Guys, Dave will get this on the Discord for you as well.
So, and it would be nice to see, a move up to the moving average, and that would give us 15% move here. And Lena likes to do these random, crazy big pumps.
Yeah. No, Lena's a good one to get involved in. If you get a nice entry on Lena, guys, that thing can really rip. I see I've been stopped out on comp. I see a couple of others have been stopped out of comp. Let's take a look at the damage here. Okay, so we're still in Link, we're still long Rune, we're still long Sol, we're still long Carver, and short Link, and I've been stopped out of comp. And now comp is absolutely ripping. It's like, pull up this comp chart, it's ridiculous.
Okay,
I think they heard us. I think they heard us, guys. Look at this thing. Okay, next target. Let's see what we got you on comp. So the problem I have with comp is that there's not much confluence here with regards to fibs. I wanted to see the fibs tie in with this, for example, to know that it's a super strong zone. I'd like to see an update on 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. Is Simon still here? Is he left? Okay, Simon's not here. Okay, let's take.
He said his computer froze or his power went out. That's what it was.
Yeah. Okay, so we're still long and strong here according to 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. We haven't even printed our X yet. Not even on the 1 hour. Okay, so guys, you know what? Let's not jump in the way of a moving train again.
Yeah.
Been hit once there, so let it play out. There's no rush there on that one. Okay, let's look at GMX. We had a question on GMX, and I was looking at that earlier for you guys. This is GMX daily. If I zoom out, you can see this resistance zone is starting to look interesting here. Look at this area over there. resistance, resistance. That was support over here, support. Okay, now we're pushing into trend. We're pushing into 382, and we're pushing into this horizontal resistance area. So be careful up here. We could get a rejection in this area. If we do break up, it's going to be a very nice support area for us that we can look for longs on. So there is no rush, guys. You don't need a FOMO at resistance. Let it do its thing. If you're not sure, let it pop up, let it come back, and we can get that buy. You see, we see these setups all the time. They break up, they get support, and we go again. So there is no rush here.
I've got 𝗓𝗏 ready whenever you are ready.
Okay, give us 𝗓𝗏 there, please, Bruce.
I actually hadn't followed it for a little bit. You can see that it dumped off a couple times after we traded it. Ranged for a while, dropped into a lower area over here. Looks like it's found support because it's basically bouncing off the 50-day MA in that area. What's interesting, I just checked the Lux Algo, and it's giving it a green buy signal right here, which is really interesting. They did it on the 1 hour, the 15-minute, and the 4 hour. So that's pretty heftily confirmed there. So what I'm looking for is, let me get rid of that for a sec. What I'm looking for is it either is going to, it's rejecting right now off that trend. It's either going to come back down to here, to that support area, where I would be very comfortable giving a starter entry on it right there, start your first position, or it's going to break through and let it retrace and then do your entry over there on the retracement. I'll put some numbers on this and I'll put it up in Discord as soon as the show's over.
Thanks, Bruce. That's looking good. Okay, guys, get onto the banter Discord. VIPs get access to all our charts that are here that we talk about. You'll see them there in the setups. Bruce has got his own section there. So, guys, you need to get onto the banter VIP. I'm just watching this comp. This comp thing won't stop. Jeez, this is ridiculous. Okay, we have Frank went long loom. Okay, Frank. So Frank's long loom. Let's take a look. So Frank went long loom on the 618 and the horizontal. So I think he's doing all right there, Frank. Good one for you. Crypto King doesn't like 𝗓𝗏 for some reason.
Yeah,
Tash says BCH pumping. Tash is looking at comp at 52. Yeah, comp is ripping. I can't find any reason to now stop comp until it hits either this horizontal 52 Tash and 53, that's for the area. I'm not going to jump in the way of that one again. Fingers got burnt. Let's see, RB, did we just get stopped out of link, RB? Let's take a look. No, the link short's good.
You're still showing 𝗓𝗏, by the way.
RB, the link short is still good. That's why we use stop losses. We look at our big areas. Remember, we long these big areas, we short these big areas, and that's the game we play. There's no such thing as traders that win every trade. It's literally impossible. We just play high impact zones and we try and limit our risk. So would I short link, for example, midway down a range? No, because my risk is higher because I'm going to get stopped out. It's going to cost me 5-6%. So that's why I look for these precision areas. If I'm wrong, I pay the price, 1, 2, 2.5%, pay the school fees, and I move on. Then I look for longs or I look for shorts at the next area. And the same way, when the market's dropping, we look at these hot areas for us, 1%, 2% risk. If we get those entries where we want them, you saw Injective, 200-day MA, 618 together. That was a precision entry area. You get these zones. You just got to be patient. You got to wait for them. And if you get them, your risk is lower and you get a reaction. Sometimes you don't get a massive move. Sometimes you get a few percent only. But if you play these areas time and time again, you manage your risk, guys, you're actually going to be fine. Brett wants to see near. Let's take a look at near for Brett.
Sure.
And somebody keeps asking for Pepe. And Gordon's there from Bedford in England. Well, welcome, Gordon. Okay, let's do near. Near was looking very good this morning. Okay.
Yeah, I
Nia
can cover
daily.
Pepe still.
Oh, please, Pepe there, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay. Near supports, guys. Look how it held this area. Just hold this area here. Okay, so no rush on near. Let it break. Let it break trend. This is the near daily. There's no rush here. Okay, let it break. Let it get support. No urgency to buy the top. Let's see where BTC is. BTC still at resistance, guys. There's no guarantees it's going up further. Okay, things might want to consolidate a little bit here. Okay, so just be patient with near. Either buy the pullbacks onto support 1.07 or let it break up, let it come back, find support, look for your 382 fib tying into trend horizontal, maybe on a 4-hour time frame. Let me give you an example. Okay, so if that was the bottom of the move, if we make an assumption this was the bottom of the near move, we can look at some fibs that tie in with horizontals for us. Here's a nice region over here. Okay, you can see it's at resistance 382 and trend. Okay, so what we could possibly see on a move from nears, if it does break this trend, bang, rejection, then we can look to buy. Okay, we'll pull fibs from the low to the high. We assume that high is that 618. You can see it ties in perfectly over there, and then that's your entry region. Look how it ties in with horizontal and fibs. You create your trend.
I like that.
Okay, so there's no rush, guys. Just play it safe. Nears at resistance. Let it pop. Come back. Otherwise, we find other entries. There's trades all day.
Yep.
Okay, Dave, you're up. You need to share your screen.
Right. Oh, did I not? Okay.
Dev said, anyone look to see if this is spot-based or future-based movements? Yeah, Dev, won't you look for us there and let us know? That's a great question. Fahad, good to have you. Wants to see AGLD.
Yeah, guys. So, do you see my screen here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing's really changed from what I've talked about here. You know, we had this new potential trend line, came up, came back inside. Bitcoin's having a pump. But you can see the difference, like the Pepe BTC pair, it's going down as Bitcoin is going up. So if Bitcoin is facing a resistance, we are going down. However, as I said, we are looking at a huge macro parallel channel here, and we have huge order blocks, and we have this trend line here. So I'm still in my short. I'm adding more if we go up here to then ride it all the way down here, because there's nothing bullish about Pepe. And how, you know, it's pretty crazy. I'm sure you guys talked about 𝗵𝗄𝗏 when my screen froze on my computer. I had to restart it. But I had covered this. I have not changed anything. I left it the way it was. And it was funny to look at it again, because I did not modify this. This was still here from forever ago. We talked about the deviation. Comes back inside. It did this little dance up here, came all the way down, and now we're below this parallel channel again, just like what we were seeing right here. So I was even thinking like, man, 𝗵𝗄𝗏 might be an amazing long, because we are at a 618 level here as well, from the bottom to the very, very top. We are now in this little sniper zone pocket, and you can even see it reacted quickly back up. So I'm curious to know if this parallel channel is going to be respected still. If it is, then we're probably going to see something like this. So I'm a big fan of these parallel channels on the macro, and that's why I feel very confident in Pepe, because I'm not there's nothing bullish about this token, and huge order blocks in these trend lines here.
Yeah, love that area. Okay, so, guys, we're going to ping you on the Discord. Fahad, I've got this for you. Here's AGLD for you. 786, bang. Look at this. This is what we're talking about on all these alts pumping into these areas, guys. Look for support now. If this drifts lower, we're looking at this region now as our support area. But we do have this rising trend, and we can't ignore the trend. Often wants to come back to visit the trend. So what you can do is look for a fib pull from the low to the high and try and find an area of interest that ties in nicely with trend, horizontal, fib. And you'll see that 382 over there is an interesting zone for me. So if it does start falling over, these are the areas: 0.77, 0.722. Fibonacci, Matt, all day long. That's what we like. That's what guys, you know what? These fibs work. It's been great sitting with you guys today. Thanks, Bruce. Thanks, Dave. Simon, got off early. We will see you guys tomorrow, same time. We're doing our thing. Catch you later.